this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. I am starting a new series, or picking up I should say, my actual brush strokes, where I'm going to show you different ways to use, whether it's a round brush, flat brush, whatever, to try to create something unique designs, easy to paint type of designs. Tonight I'm going to be using a new brush that I just got. It's a Wondershare fine line. It's actually for fingernail painting. And then my trusted Princeton round brush, a number 4. And for detailing I'm going to be using my Stylus, and it's a number 1. It's also a fingernail brush from Donna Dewberry. Colors I'm going to be using tonight are Aqua, Wicker White, Yellow Citron, Cobalt Blue, and I almost forgot this one, Peridot. The paints I'm using tonight, all of them are glass paints except for the multi-surface Peridot that I'm using. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be using the round brush. This, I mean, if you have any type of other round brushes, I mean, maybe these, might work a little bit better than this one. This one's kind of thin, but I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. Basically, I'm filling this brush up with white, the Wicker White, and then doing a tipping, if I can get it to tip, of the Aqua on the tip here. And what you're going to do is press down on the brush completely flat. See how that is? It's flat. And then I'm going to wiggle it just a smidge and kind of push it forward, and then raise it up. Now, no two of these are going to be identical. They will vary. And then I'm going to do this again. Pull it up, stand it up. And like I said, none of them are going to be identical to each other. And then pull it up. And basically, what I'm doing is just creating just this unique type of a flower bud. That one I don't like so much. Let's try that again. I'm going to flatten my brush out, kind of wiggle it, push it forward just a smidge, and raise up. I like it much better that way. If you like my paintings, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Again, this is just something unique that I'm going to be adding to my channel. I kind of started doing this a while back, but I want to try to get more videos on my channel. So in order to do that, obviously have to have more material. So this is how I'm doing it. And this basically is just to give you an example of a type of flower that you could paint. You can do it this way, to where this is going to be the top part of your flower, or you can reverse it around and have it be that this is the top part of your flower. Go down. And then hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but again, it's just flattening that brush out, pushing it forward, and then when you're pulling it up off your paper, you're straightening it up. Now on this type, when I'm using this as the top and this is the bottom, I'm going to try to make it a little bit thinner at the base. Because it'll actually fit on a vine, if you get the drift of that. Alright, I'm going to rinse out my brush, rinse it out, And I'm going to do some lining with the greens with my thin little liner brush. And I want to make a little curlicue kind of look here. And keep in mind too, I am painting on this black cardstock, so it is a little bit drier. Do something very simple, very simple, very, very simple. I like the little swirlies. Actually pull it through like that if you want. And you can go over it if you want it to be more opaque and not as dry looking. You know me, I don't want to do too much as far as creating a long video. I'm hoping that these will be just quick little snippets just to keep some interest on my channel. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you like my paintings, please make sure that you do that now so you don't forget. Hit the bell so that you get notifications from me whenever I'm posting a new video. And on this I'm actually double dipping. I'm dipping my thin little brush into the Peridot as well as the yellow Citron. I like to kind of just cross over my already painted branches again, just to give it some interest. I think I just did that backwards. That's okay. Alright, and then that's going to go up there. I mean, you get the gist, right? If you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free. No question is silly. And see, I corrected that. Just went ahead and made it look like that's exactly how it was supposed to be. And look how easy that is. Now, if you don't like swirls, you know, obviously you don't have to put those in. You can just do whatever, you know, just a straight type of a petal if you want. But I kind of like these. I think they're fun. And you can add more than one color in them if you want to. Or two colors. I guess I do have two colors in mine. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is go back to this brush. Well, actually, before I do that, I'm going to take a thicker end. I actually have my 16 brush, round brush, and I'm going to use the Cobalt Blue, and I'm going to put some tips on the end of these flowers, and you'll see why. And they kind of have to look like dots as much as possible. If you like my video, make sure that you give me a big thumbs up. Share the video with people that you think might be interested in my work. I definitely would appreciate that. Alright, so got that done. And then this is kind of different as far as the leaves that you can add. You know, if you like just regular leaves, you can do that too. I'm going to just use the Peridot and the yellow Citron, and then I'm going to do basically the same technique that I just did. Flatten this brush, kind of wiggle it a little, push it forward, and pull it up. And do the same thing here, continue on. And then do the same thing here. And pull it on and kind of make it a hold it a little bit like I did these. Flatten it out, push it a little bit, and pull it. Flatten it, pull it. And if you feel like you want to make sure that there's not any kind of spaces in the center, you can go back over them if you want. Or if you want two different colors that are not so close in color, you can do that too. But it's just basically a quick little leaf to put on here. I'm going to turn this a little bit. I'm going to do a push, flat, it's flat, push, and wiggling it a little bit just to make it, give it a rounder look. And if you want to start from the opposite side, you could do that too. Just remember, I am left-handed. If I'm starting from one direction, you might need to start the opposite if you're actually right-handed. That's up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. Push. That. And then I'm going to come back here, do the same thing, kind of round it up a little bit, push it. And I am, like I said, I am dipping it into two different colors. Again, they're very closely related on the color scheme, so on the color scale, I should say. So there's not a great variance. You know, when you see the blue and the white, it's going to show more. And on this, you can just put a few in. You don't have to put a lot. Push it up a little bit, wiggle it, just to give it a round tip. I'm going to do it again, give it a round, push it up, pull it. Push it up. I had a painter that told me, because I'm like, yeah, how did you learn to paint? Or how do you, put your paintings together, that kind of thing. And she said, I just get paintbrushes and I just sit down and try them in a variety of different ways and see what I can make with them. And that was her recommendation to me, is to sit down with different types of paintbrushes to get a feeling for them and see what kind of creation you can come up with, which I thought was kind of a neat idea. Not that I've had a whole lot of time to do that in recent years, but I can see doing that. Alright, now on these, if you want to go up through the center and do some veining, you can do that with a different color, with the same color, that's fine. And if you wanted to add some interest to this, you could go up and do the veining with maybe, say, a blue. That would be nice. I am also going to do some adding of some dots here at the end of this, just to kind of finish that off. Alright, and then I'm going to do the same thing to these. I think they're fun little flowers to paint. I'm not even sure what they would be called. It's just a fun little stroke. Again, a lot of the stuff I'm trying to teach is just to merely to be something easy that a lot of people can do. Make sure I got them all. And then the last thing I'm going to do is do some dotting. Around the tips of these, and this is with my stylus. Now you can do these just right next to each other. You can add a few rows, you know, make them bigger, smaller, a variety of shapes and styles of dots. That just kind of finishes them off. Now, I'm not going to do this for the sake of the video because this blue paint, the cobalt blue, is very wet. And I find that when you're trying to dot into the center of something that's as wet as these are right now, it doesn't have a tendency to take well. But if you wanted to come back and maybe add like a yellow center in the middle of these, that would be nice too. I know when I was trying just to do little samples, it didn't work out very well, so I'm not going to even, these are too wet. But if you're doing a painting yourself, you could allow some time for it to dry, or to hit it with a hair dryer or whatnot, and then go ahead and do that. So again, this is just a simple brush stroke that I'm showing you for a different style of flower that you can paint with a round brush, and leaves that you can paint with a round brush. Just quick and simple little brush stroke demonstration. Again, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. I appreciate you stopping by, and until the next video, have a good evening. See you next time.